Stuart Jones is a high-level official in the State Department, and he was asked why they criticize Iranian elections, but never Saudi Arabia. And look at this awesomely awkward moment.
You were over there. The secretary criticized the conduct of the Iranian elections and Iran's record on democracy. He did so standing next to Saudi officials. How do you characterize Saudi Arabia's commitment to democracy? And does the administration believe that democracy is a buffer or barrier or against extremism?
I think what we'd say is that at this meeting, we were able to make significant progress with Saudi and GCC partners in both making a strong statement against extremism and also putting in place certain measures through this GCC mechanism where we can combat extremism. Clearly, one source of extremism, one terrorism threat is coming from Iran. And that's coming from a part of the Iranian apparatus that is not at all responsive to its electorate. Okay, thanks.
Everybody, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Oh, man. You see, what had happened was me and Steve and them, we were over... We good? Can I go? What the fuck was that? Oh my god, it was hilarious. That was a great question. The guy is basically asking, look, it's funny, you're criticizing the Iranian election, which, by the way, the reformer won, Hassan Rouhani, he won re-election. That's the more liberal, moderate option that they have. Everything is solidified now, so the Grand Ayatollah, the Revolutionary Guard, they've now done the stamp of approval on the election, even though it's not the candidate they preferred. So even though Iran is a Shia Islamist theocracy, that's terrible, they do have more democratic elements than Saudi Arabia does. So the State Department is criticizing the Iranian election, and the question is basically, look, it's weird. You're criticizing the Iranian election, even though Iran is far more advanced and far more democratic than Saudi Arabia. So why do you criticize Iranian elections, but you don't criticize Saudi Arabia and their democracy? Like, do you think they believe in democracy and they're, pushing for that and they're implementing democratic reforms? And do you think they're really a barrier against extremism? And he's like a deer in headlights. You know what that reminded me of? Remember the Herman Cain clip when he was asked about Libya and Gaddafi? Like, oh, do you agree with Obama's position on Libya? And Herman Cain does that same awkward pause. He's like, he starts moving his glass. Libya. Gaddafi. And it's just, he doesn't know what to say because he's caught. He doesn't know anything about that. Just like this guy. Stuart Jones knows the hypocrisy. Glenn Greenwald said it best. He said, the Saudi-U.S. relationship is a one-stop shop to bust up every myth about, all the U.S. propaganda about freedom and democracy and human rights. One-stop shop. No matter what you say about U.S. is the world police and they care about freedom. Really? Saudi Arabia. They care about democracy. Really? Saudi Arabia. They care about human rights. Really? Saudi Arabia. Every single one. Boom. Debunked, 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 debunked. Because they have the same ideology as ISIS. It's Wahhabism. Salafi Islam. Women can't drive. They need chaperones. They're not equals under the law. They're just not. You have beheadings in the public square for sorcery and witchcraft and drug smuggling. They've banned liberal interpretations of Islam. They say all atheists are terrorists. They're just rigidly discriminatory against minorities. So, God, They have fucking Sharia courts, man. Yeah, freedom and democracy, even though it's an absolute theocratic monarchy, dictatorship, tyranny. But yeah, Iranian elections are kind of off. So he has no goddamn answer. That's the best they got. That's the best the U.S. government has in response to, hey, why do you criticize Iranian elections but never Saudi Arabia? See, when we were there, they gave a commitment in their speech to good things and not bad things, and they were gonna fight extremism or something. That's kind of like what the top Trump official said when he was there, the Secretary of Commerce. He was like, anybody who was scared that Saudi Arabia doesn't have a commitment to be against extremism, well, those fears should be put to rest. And the hosts were like, why? Because the Saudi king gave a good speech. Are you that stupid? Or are you just lying to try to push that narrative? Because can anybody be that stupid? He gave a good speech, so he's going to help us in the fight against extremism, as he also funnels weapons and money to Al-Qaeda in Yemen and Al-Qaeda and jihadists more broadly in Syria. And like I said, their government has the same ideology as ISIS. But yeah, he's going to fight extremism. He said some stuff. Yeah. Meanwhile, Iran, even though they have so many problems, they act better, more democratic, more moderate and liberal than Saudi Arabia. But, oh no, Iranian election is so bad, disgusting. U.S. propaganda is so disgusting. It's so transparent. Like, anybody who knows just a little bit about world affairs can just overlook the bullshit, see right through the bullshit immediately.